this question asks us to find the 27th derivative of cosine. So if we have the cosine function, we get that the derivative of that is negative sine. We've seen that one already. We should be able to find the second derivative. So remember, second derivative is derivative of a derivative. So what would be the derivative of negative sine? We can just think of that negative as like a constant, and we know derivative of sine is cosine. So derivative of sine cosine, bring down the constant of the negative, so it'd be negative sine. And we could keep going. Third derivative here. Usually after second derivative, they start using this notation with just writing the number of the derivative there. That would be derivative of cosine's negative sine, so it'd be like the opposite of negative sine, which is going to end up being just positive sine here. And we could keep going. Fourth derivative. Derivative sine is cosine. And again, we could keep going and find fifth, sixth, but that's going to take us a while to get to 27. But what you should notice now is we started with cosine. We're back to cosine. So these derivatives of sine and cosine are eventually cyclical. So we should be able to then use that to jump to whatever derivative we want without actually having to find them all. So what I mean by that is our fifth derivative should end up being the same as our first derivative. Our sixth derivative should be the same as our second one. This one should be the same as the seventh. This should be the same as the eighth. So it looks like every four derivatives it's the same. So 8 would be the same as the 12th derivative. That would be the same as the 16th, the 20th, the 24th, and so on. So if the 24th derivative is the same as the fourth, this would be the same as the 25th, 26th, 27th. There's our 27th derivative. Would be the same as, or would be sine x. So what we can say then is that the 27th derivative of this function would end up being sine of x. So what we use is that cyclical property that every four derivatives with sine and cosine is going to come back to be the same one. And they've had these types of questions before where you got to kind of extrapolate and kind of see the pattern and then jump to a higher derivative and find that one.